Regarding the HVAC system, in this particular supply register, there is mold inside the duct. It's growing on the overspray from this sealing material. So that's growing mold in there. The bathroom exhaust fan is not strong enough to hold a tissue. This here also has a little bit of mold growth up on the corner. And then the supply vent in here has got a huge gap. So we're allowing the communication between the attic and the occupied area. And then these can lights are about 79 degrees, whereas the rest of the ceiling is about 73, and this attic ladder cover is about 5 degrees hotter than other areas. Up in the attic, these air ducts are not sealed, so each one of these collars is leaking. And then this return duct, the reason the insulation is so discolored here is because it's pulling in attic air on into the return duct. The can lights are not properly covered. That's part of the reason why they're generating so much heat. There is enough insulation, but it's been trampled down. Be nice if it could be all leveled out so it actually worked. There is a ridge vent, and there are soffits that are allowing air to come in. Wood indicates, the color of the wood indicates this attic, it's very hot. It's all amber colored. The back side of the crawl space door has some mold growth on it. There's signs of previous pooling just inside the door. Also dead insects. Spider webs are here at the entry point. There's a musty odor in the crawl space when we open the door. The air ducts are not sealed, so each one of these little collars, there should be caulk on them. And then the air ducts themselves have mold growth on them. It's because sometimes they condensate. Distribution box has a fair amount of mold growth on it. When I pull the insulation down in this spot, I'm not seeing any mold up on the subfloor. I'm just seeing it on the connecting joist members pretty much everywhere. Here you can see the drip lines on the air ducts. Seasonally they condensate when it's warm outside and it's cool inside. Some debris has been coming in the crawl space supply vent, and you can see the water staining along the wall, indicating that there's been water on this other side and it's pushing through. Here is a plumbing entry point where crawl space air gets into the home through these unsealed plumbing penetrations.
In North Carolina, there are two building codes for crawl spaces. Hopefully this video will help you decide which one is right for you. Typical open vented crawl spaces in North Carolina have moisture, mold, insect, and radon issues. This is a concern because in the summer and winter air rises. This draws damp, moldy, smelly air from your crawl space into the living areas. One solution to this is a closed crawl space, which uses 100% ground coverage, subfloor or wall insulation, a drying mechanism or exhaust fan. A problem with plastic liners are the off-gassing of chemicals, micropunctures created during installation, and the offensive urine odor caused by bacteria living underneath the liner. So which do you prefer, musty odors or chemical odors? Here at Indoor Environmental Systems, we prefer to use a foil foam insulation liner which covers the ground and the walls. This is the best for indoor air quality and energy efficiency, since there are no chemical odors, moisture, mold, insects, or radon, and it significantly reduces energy loss into the ground. The typical crawlspace remediation consists of mold removal, installing an insulation liner on the ground and walls, using a drying method such as a crawlspace supply vent, dehumidifier, or foundation vent exhaust fan. Mold removal depends on the extent of the contamination. Therefore, insulation may or may not be removed. Colonized mold is removed in preparation for a mold treatment. Clean Seal is a non-toxic, low-odor, quick-drying coating which prevents mold growth. It comes with a manufacturer's lifetime warranty that states no toxic microorganisms shall penetrate the treated surfaces, nor shall any such microorganisms or toxic gases emerge from beneath a treated surface. Crawlspace drying mechanisms. They consist of three: the crawlspace supply vent, a dehumidifier, or an exhaust ventilation fan. Crawlspace supply vents are a low cost and no maintenance option. Crawlspace dehumidifiers provide dependable humidity control, yet require maintenance. The foundation vent exhaust fan is great because it stops this rising of pollutants from the crawlspace into the living area. The exhaust fans or fan are placed in foundation vents and come with automatic temperature and humidity controls. Other considerations may be a crawlspace drain or sump pump, diverting rainwater, as well as landscape modifications. A crawlspace drain will release rainwater from below the liner and drain away water from plumbing breaks. A sump pump may be needed if flooding or rising water is a concern. Capturing rainwater and diverting it away from the home is helpful. A simple, low-maintenance option is to divert rainwater and termites by installing a metal and stone landscape border. It's beneficial to discharge water far away from your home and use a lawnmower safe pop-up. Indoor Environmental Systems provides code-approved R13 foundation wall insulated closed crawl spaces. Our crawl spaces are energy efficient and guaranteed to not condensate or grow mold. We have the best system for indoor air quality because of no mold, radon, volatile organic compounds, or insects, and it meets the North Carolina Building Code. Indoor Environmental Systems provides indoor air quality since 1992. We are the oldest mold remediation company in Raleigh, Cary, Durham, Chapel Hill. We have best practices, lifetime warranties, and award-winning Angie's List customer service. Because of our experience, knowledge, and integrity, we can see the big picture and recommend what's best for you. Thank you from the crew at Indoor Environmental Systems.